Hello, so this is another question relating to the graphs topic. So this is question 6 from 058041 May June 2022. So the first part says find this. The diagram shows a graph of y equals fx. Here's the graph. It's a cubic graph. It says find f of 2. So the way we have to do this is if you imagine f of x as a function and x as an input, you'll have, if you put x into the function machine, you get an output. So here, what they're saying is put 2 into the function machine, and what will the output be? So that's equivalent to saying if x is 2 on the graph, what will y be? Because x is the input, the domain, and y is the range. So f of 2 is when x is equal to 2 on the graph. So we find the point x equals 2 on the graph, and then we draw a ruled line down, and you can see that when x is 2, y is equal to negative 3. Here, y is equal to negative 3. So the answer is negative 3 for the first one. The next one, f of x, solve the equation f of x equal to 0. So when they're saying f of x is equal to 0, it's equivalent to saying y is equal to 0. So they solve the equation y is equal to 0. So when y is equal to 0, you know that that's the same as the x-intercepts, or where the graph intersects the x-axis. So that would be this line right here, because this is where y is equal to 0. So we can just read off the graph, the x-intercepts. We have one here, just negative 1, 0, negative 1, 0. So basically just x is equal to negative 1. And then another one is here. So reading off the scale, there are it's 10 units across, and that's equal to 1, like an increase in 1 in x. So 5 units is therefore, this is equal to 1.5 here. And the point that it's given there would be around 1, it looks like it's not exactly 1.6, but close to it. So maybe around 1.58. If you can see, this is 1.5, and this is 1.6 here, and the line intersects right in between. So I'd say 1.58. 1.58. And the final one is here. This one here. So that intersects at 4.4. It looks like from the graph, because each unit is 0.1. So there's 4.1, 4.2, 3, 4.3, 4.4. So 4.4. And now the next part. F of x equals to k has 3 solutions, where k is an integer. Find the smallest possible value of k. Okay, so important thing to note is that k is an integer. So basically when f of x is equal to k, it's saying that y is equal to some number. And when you draw that, so it would look something like the line f of x equal to k would look something like this. This is the line k. And this is f of x, this curve. So when f of x is equal to k, it's saying that there are 3 intersections. 3 solutions means that the curve f of x intersects the line k at 3 different points. And then they're asking what the minimum value for k is. So for example, if we had something like k being equal to negative 9, so we know how to draw a graph like that, k equal to negative 9. So all we have to do, that means that y is equal to negative 9. So the graph would look like this. Just a horizontal line at negative 9. But as you can see, that only intersects the graph once here. But that doesn't give 3 solutions, that only gives 1. So the way to give 3 is that it must be above this line. So, and we can see from the graph that the smallest possible value is -8. Because if we draw a line -8 across, like that, it would intersect the curve y equals f of x 3 times. Once over here, and once here, and once over here. And you can see that's 3 intersections, therefore there are 3 solutions. And that's the smallest possible value, since k is an integer. So therefore the answer is -8. Next, it says draw a line y equals mx so that there's only one solution, f of x equals mx. So again, when they're saying it only has one solution, that means it only intersects. That means that f of x only intersects the curve mx once. And we know that a line in this form goes through the origin because there's no y-intercept c. This is the standard form of a line graph, but since there's no c, which stands for the y-intercept, there is this line y equals mx goes through the origin, so it goes through the origin. And we know that the greater m is, the steeper the line will be, because m stands for the gradient, is the gradient coefficient. So we just have to draw any line that just intersects once. So, and it must also go through the origin. So you could have a graph like, you could have a line like this, or like this, or like this, where it only intersects the curve once. So we could just draw this line in. It goes through the origin and only intersects the curve once. As you can see here, it does not intersect the curve at any other point, only here. Therefore there's only one intersection, means that there's only one solution. So that's that.